Hey everyone, I'm Debbie Zimmerman with PhytoFit, the plant-based nutrition specialist. Today I have Emily Hall with me, and Emily and I are going to show you some great little healthy treats for those goblins of yours. As you know, next week is Halloween, and we want to make it special and we want to make it healthy. So the first thing we're going to do are make a few little ghosts.
Okay.
So Emily, if you want to peel your banana.
All the way?
Yes, let's peel it all the way and take any of the strings off.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is going to cut this straight. We're just going to make a few little ghosts, okay?
Oh, I see.
Okay, and then we are actually using the In Life chocolate chips. And those are vegan chocolate chips. There's no milk included in them. And so, Emily, what we want to do is we want to put an eye.
Oh,
So
very
put
cute.
it upside down in there. So we're going to put two eyes. And then we're going to put a mouth.
What will the mouth be made of?
Chocolate chip.
Same thing? Okay.
Yes.
Really cute.
And you kind of want to put it just like that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And you know, this is something very easy that your kids can do with you. Mm-hmm. Or you can actually give it to them and they can do it. Just something super, super easy.
My 6-year-old would love this.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have to do
exactly.
this with her.
And now the only thing is, we know that your bananas don't have a whole lot of antioxidants, so we kind of have to make sure that these are eaten pretty quickly, right?
Right, because they'll turn brown.
They're going to turn brown, exactly.
But then they're ready for a banana bread.
Perfect, exactly. Okay, so we have our ghost. I even did one with my little stump there from the middle. I guess it would be better if we did these with short bananas. Now this one isn't staying up too well, so let's just cut it again and see how it does. Okay, so let's put them together, and we have our family of ghosts. Let's put this nubby one back here. Okay, our next recipe is a simple one. It is pumpkin oatmeal raisin cookies.
Yum.
So you ready for this, Emily?
Yes, I'm going to read you the recipe here.
Okay.
So we're starting with our dry ingredients. We're going to start with our whole wheat flour.
Okay,
And
got
that's
that.
1 cup. And then we've got 1 cup of old-fashioned oats.
Okay, and we're going to mix those.
Yes, and then you've combined our 3 small ingredients, the 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, the 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and then the 4th teaspoon of nutmeg. And
Awesome.
with the 4th teaspoon of sea salt.
Exactly.
So you'll mix all that together.
Okay, and then what about our wet
Our
ingredients?
wet ingredients, we are going to add the pumpkin, which is a 3/4 cup. And then we're going to add a 1/3 cup of maple syrup. And you put your vanilla extract, your 1 teaspoon vanilla extract with your syrup.
And actually today, Emily, I'm using fresh pumpkins. And I wanted to tell you just a little bit because we're using the pumpkin pie.
Mm-hmm.
And this pumpkin is actually called a pumpkin pie pumpkin.
Oh, interesting.
Okay,
I didn't know
so
that.
it is a sweeter pumpkin. And let me just show you how to do these. I'm going to digress a second here because I have in my Salad Master Elite Saute, I have 3 different pumpkins. And this is a tiger pumpkin. I have that along with 2 white pumpkins. And all I did was put a little hole in these to release the pressure because I'm going to be cooking these. I put 1 inch of water down at the bottom of the pan, and then I'm going to cover this up and I'm going to cook it on top of the stove for about an hour.
And that softens the
It softens it,
Wow.
it cooks it, and then all I have to do is scrape out the seeds in the membrane, and it's ready to go. I put it in the blender.
That's why it smells so good.
Yes, so I put it in the blender, And this is what my white pumpkin looks like after it's been cooked and blended. So that's what I've done with the pumpkin pie over here. Now, of course, you don't have to do that. If you don't want to do all of this cooking, Emily, you don't have to.
You can get canned.
You can get canned very easily.
Okay.
But you know what? I was at Publix today and there was absolutely no canned pumpkin.
I've heard.
This is the season. Walmart didn't have it yesterday and Sam's didn't have it yesterday either.
Wow.
So that's when you resort to pumpkin, you know, the whole pumpkins. Okay, so we have our flour, we have our oatmeal. We just added our pumpkin and now I'm adding the
syrups and vanilla.
Yes, so this is pure maple syrup. It's not Aunt Jemima or one of those pancake syrups. It's pure, it's organic, and it also had the vanilla in there. And now we are going to mix this up. And this is just very easy to mix up, folks. And this would be one that your little Anna would enjoy making as well.
Yes, because it is so easy. And she can, she'll make the cookies as well with
Exactly.
her hands. And so that's so great with kids.
Yes, anytime you can get them hands-on. That was the age my grandmother was teaching me how to cook.
Oh, really?
Yes. So our dough is nicely formed. As you can see, let me show our viewing audience. And then we're going to add these raisins. Break those up. Now you could actually add chocolate chips to this if you want.
That would be good.
And have pumpkin chocolate chip cookies.
Dried cranberries would be
Or
good.
exactly, your dried cranberries would be right with the season.
Yes.
And now Emily, you know, Salad Master always has a real easy way of baking, and it's on top of your counter. And we are going to use the electric oil core, if you'll grab that for me, the electric oil core skillet. This is electric. We are going to bake these on top of the stove, or not on top of the stove, on top of the counter, because this is electric. So I have lined it with parchment paper. We're going to mold our cookies in little balls, and then we're going to flatten them down.
Okay, let's see if I can do this.
So about a little 1-inch ball, and then we're going to flatten it just a little bit. Okay, so we have all of our cookies nicely arranged. I'm going to cover this up. I am going to start it at 315 degrees, and I'm going to cook it about 12 to 15 minutes, okay? Okay, so we're going to cook those for 12 to 15 minutes in the electric oil core skillet. No heating of the oven, and it's going to be super good, right?
I already took a bite.
Yes, so did I. Emily, our cookies are good.
Yes.
Now, if you're looking for that crisp cookie, remember these don't have any fat in them. There's no guilt to these. They're just wholesomeness. And you know, one of the things that I love so much about pumpkin, it has a lot of fiber in it, so these cookies have fiber. Of course, our oatmeal has fiber in it as well. So do I. They also are very low in calories, so you know, you just can't beat that.
Yes, and I like soft cookies, so these are the perfect soft.
Exactly. Emily, the next recipe we're doing is a little bit creamier.
Yes, I'm excited.
We are going to make some pumpkin nice cream. So nice cream is made with frozen bananas, and today we're using fresh pumpkin once again, but you can use the canned pumpkin if you can find it on the shelves. We're also using some Bolt House carrot juice, and this is 100% carrot juice. Our pumpkin, of course, as I said, was fresh, but what I did, we're using medjool dates. Because these are a little bit hard to blend up, even though we have the high-speed blender, I'm using the Blendtec high-speed blender. It's a little bit easier if we add them to a liquid and let them soften up. I chopped up my dates and I have it sitting in here, and it's just getting soft.
Yes.
That's the only purpose there. So we've added our carrot juice and our vanilla extract. We're also adding our cinnamon or our apple or our pumpkin pie spice.
Yes.
Which does it call for?
Pumpkin pie.
Okay, and then the next thing we are going to do is add our pumpkin, and our dates, and they have gotten much softer. So I have frozen bananas over here. I'm going to add a few, and then I'm going to add more as we go along. And we let these defrost just a little bit to make it a little easier to blend. Okay, that looks nice and smooth. Yeah. Now if you'll grab that container for me. You know, Emily, I always have to taste. So do you want to try yes, tasting please. With me, and let's see how this is? Very good.
It's just like pumpkin pie, but...
Yes. Oh my goodness gracious. That is delicious. Excellent. I know your family is going to love this.
That is really good. You could even turn this into a smoothie or a frappuccino.
Yes.
Anything like that.
So there is your pumpkin ice cream. Nice cream.
Yes.
No cream in this. It's no nice. Dairy whatsoever. Okay, Emily, who does not like peanut butter cookies or peanut butter cups?
I've never met anybody that doesn't like them.
Yeah, I haven't
My
either.
Favorite.
Something about chocolate and peanut butter just...
So good.
Yeah, it warms the soul.
Yeah.
So we are using, once again, the vegan chocolate chips. No milk in here, no dairy in here. Absolutely delicious. It is dark chocolate, and I have put those in my Salad Master 1 quart. I have it on low heat, and they are melting back over here. Okay, so our vegan chocolate chips. The next thing we're going to do is I have peanut butter. How much peanut butter am I using over here?
Let's see, it is a half a cup.
A half a cup. And actually I think I did 1.5, so I think I did 3/4 of a cup. And the reason being is I always like chocolate chip and peanut butter. And so I want to make sure we have plenty of these. And I know I want to send you home yes. with some. And then we have...
2 tablespoons of maple syrup.
Okay, and I think this is 3 tablespoons of maple syrup.
Okay, so you just added a little more.
Yeah, just added 50% more and we're good.
Awesome. And then in there you've got 1 tablespoon of coconut flour and a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt.
Okay, so if you are like me, I did not use the coconut flour. I used the whole wheat flour. Okay. Okay? And you can switch those out. And so we're just stirring this together, making it nice and thick. So Emily, let's make little, maybe like dime size.
Okay.
And we could do a ball, but we need to flatten them because when we put them in our little molds, our paper molds, we want to make sure that the cup is going to be flat. So if they were round, they would be molded, and so we want them flat. And, you know, 24 of them is what we're looking for.
And it really doesn't stick to the fingers. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, so Emily, this has melted, and I think we're going to have to work quickly. Okay, so let's put a teaspoon of chocolate in the bottom of each of these.
Okay. About that much, or is that too much?
I think it may just be that, just a little bit. So, doesn't it look yummy?
Smells good. I am so excited. How long do you think it will take for the chocolate to set?
You know, I've never done these before, so I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But what if we put them in the refrigerator and they will set much quickly?
That's a good idea.
Or much faster. And now let's cover them up with chocolate. These in the refrigerator. So Emily, today has been productive.
Yes, it sure has.
We made some ghosts, some little goblins, or a little ghost for our goblins.
Yes.
And we made some pumpkin ice cream, nice cream, yes, awesome. Our pumpkin raisin oatmeal cookies, and then our peanut butter cups that are made with our vegan chocolate. So this has been fun. Will you
So
come
much
back
fun.
and do this with
Yes,
me again?
please. Thank you for having
Okay.
me.
Well, I hope all of y'all have an awesome Halloween. I hope you really have some healthy treats for those little goblins also. So take care, and we'll see you again. Bye.